Okay, let's start. So as we agreed last time, today we are going to speak about the final presentation. So as you can see, this is the task management PowerPoint, the task description PowerPoint. This is already uploaded on e-learning. So I just wanted to remind you that, as we said in the beginning of the semester, this semester we have a project that is done throughout the semester. This project is divided into 3 parts: the literature review, which is already done, the discussion paper that you should be already working on now, and the oral presentation that you are still going to do and that you should start working on now. So the oral presentation is 20% out of your final grade, and it should be done in weeks 11 and 12. We will speak about the deadlines, but not now. So what is the oral presentation? It is a PowerPoint presentation for your paper that should be presented in 5 to 7 minutes. I know that, of course, 7 minutes might be a lot for some people. So if it's 5 minutes, it's fine. Again, the most important thing is not the duration, it's the content. Of course, it cannot be too short, but what I care about the most is the content of your presentation. Not just saying anything, but saying valuable content should be your priority. Okay? Type. What is the requirements for the oral presentation? What are the things that I should focus on? The first thing is that you should have a slide that includes the title of your discussion paper, your name, and your ID. This is very, very important. The agenda, outline, objective slide that lists all the items that are going to be presented, a slide for the causes, slide for the effects, or a slide for the solutions, and the slide for the advantages and disadvantages of the solution, a conclusion slide, a reference slide. So the minimum number of slides is 6 slides. Of course, it can be more than that. It's better if it's more than that. However, minimum, you need to have 6 slides in your PowerPoint presentation. As we said last time, how are you going to do your presentation? You are going to record your voice while you are speaking on your PowerPoint, but I don't want you to worry about this now. This is very easy, and I will explain to you how to do it, but I want you to think about this after you start preparing your PowerPoint presentation. And that's why I wanted you to have very clear ideas concerning the essay, to have a clear outline, because the PowerPoint is an expression of your essay. So once you have a clear essay, once you have a clear outline for the essay, you can start working on your PowerPoint presentation. Okay? Does anyone have any questions concerning anything I just said now? Okay, for today, I am going to show you 2 sample PowerPoint presentations done by students. So they are not perfect. They have some good points and some weak points that we are going to discuss together. I want you to tell me what are the good things about these presentations, what should be improved. Starting from next session, inshallah, what we're going to do is presentation practice. So each one of you is going to choose any topic and prepare a presentation about it to practice for the final. This is not graded, it's just to help you so that I can give you feedback and comments, and for you to know what are the things that you need to improve or that you want to work on before your final presentation. We will discuss this again at the end of the session. Okay? I'm going to start sharing with you now the first PowerPoint that we are going to discuss, and we want to know what is good, what is bad about it, how can it be improved. So I need you to participate with me to tell me your opinions and how we can make it better. So this is the first slide of the PowerPoint, and the topic or the problem here for this cause and effect presentation is deforestation. So can anyone tell me what is missing in this slide? This is slide number 1. We only have the title of the topic and the photo. Can anyone tell me what's missing?
The name of the student and the ID.
Your name?
Yes, very good. Thank you, Ahmed and Sharif. The name, the ID, the group, and I need a title, not just a word. So it's not narrowed down at all. I need the title of your discussion paper. So the title should be much more detailed than that. I need the ID of the student, the name of the student, and more details. So although it has a photo and it looks interesting, but the first slide is missing a lot of things according to the task description that we saw together. Okay, let's see the second slide. So in the second slide, they are talking about the background information. What is missing? There should be a slide before that. Can anyone tell me the slide that is missing? What should it include? Okay, it should include the agenda. What is the agenda? What are you going to talk about in this presentation? Don't explain to me deforestation when I don't know what is your presentation going to be about. Until now, I don't know if it's problem solution or if it's cause and effect. So you should have told me in the first slide that you are going to discuss deforestation, its causes, its effects. You're going to include a conclusion. So we needed an agenda, as we are going to see in the next presentation. So until now, we have seen 2 slides, and 2 slides have problems. The first slide is missing the name, the ID, and the group number, and a detailed title. The second slide should include the outline, and it is missing. The student directly started talking about the problem. Okay, let's evaluate this slide. What is deforestation? The destruction of forests and trees has many harmful effects on the environment, happening too quickly to recover. And there is a photo of a land that is that looks like a forest that turned into a desert. Who can evaluate this slide for me? What do you think about it? Is it good, bad? What about the visual effects? How do you evaluate it? Anyone? Just tell me your opinion. There is no right or wrong answer. I just want your opinions. Hiba, can you tell us what you think? Hello?
Doctor, just now I entered the meeting.
Yeah, I know. I want you to tell us, what do you think about this slide? Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it a good slide or a bad one? Is it weak? Is it strong? What do you think?
Like if I'm doing presentation?
Yes, exactly. You are speaking about the problem of deforestation. And this is the slide that you give the background information. So what do you think of this slide?
Yeah, it has like the main points that I'm going to talk about. I should include like the details. I'm going to say the details.
Yes.
About each point.
Very good. So you think that it's good because it only includes bullet points, and the presenter is going to say the details instead of writing them, right?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much. And it also includes visual aids. It includes a picture. But my only problem with this slide is that it has grammatical mistakes. So you cannot say has many harmful effects. There is no subject. So if you decide to write short sentences, they still have to have correct grammar. So it should be, it has many harmful effects. Again, and happening too quickly to recover. So what is good about this slide is that it doesn't include a lot of writing, not a lot of text, and it has visual aids so that when the presenter is speaking, they are not reading, they are explaining the points that are already written. Okay, let's look at this slide. Examples of defrosted areas. So the Amazon, Africa, Southeast Asia. So until now, the student is still giving us background information about the problem of deforestation. So the Amazon, world's largest tropical rainforest located in South America, and then some statistics. The student is still maintaining bullet points, visual aids. Overall, it's still good. It has problems, as we're going to discuss later, but overall, it's good. Then the same rainforests in Africa, world's second largest rainforest, almost all of the forest, and too much. I feel like I have to read all of this. So if the presenter is speaking, I will be distracted because I will want to read all of these sentences. So my focus is not going to be with the presenter while they are speaking. I want to read more than listen. So it would have been better if the student wrote less bullet points. Okay, same for this one. What about this slide? Who can give me their opinion about this slide? What do you think?
The presenter didn't explain anything about this picture.
So it's weak or strong?
The presenter should talk about this picture.
Very good, but
he didn't write any sentence.
Which is good or bad?
In
your opinion, there is no right or wrong answer. Your opinion.
Right. No, it's good.
It's good, right? Because you are interested.
Yes.
You can see the diagram and you can see the years, but you don't have the details, right?
Yes, and you will hear from the presenter about this picture and while you are looking at this picture.
Excellent, Ahmed. So you feel like this one makes you as an audience interested because you have some information, but you are waiting for this presenter to tell you the details, so you will have to listen to them, right?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you very much. So this is a very good example because there is visual aids, there is colors. I'm interested to look at it. There are some years and information, but still it's not too much text written on the slide. So I'm not distracted and I need the presenter here. I feel like I need to listen to him to explain to me this figure that I can see. And this is what you should be working on. You should make the audience listen to you, not just write everything. Because if I am going to read, I can go read your essay. I want you to present. This means that I want to listen to you, to your own point of view, to your own explanation in your own way. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Oh, finally, the student is telling us about the causes. But now we are in slide 8. So of course, it's very late in the presentation to tell me about your causes. You should have told me about it from the second slide. You should have told me what are the two causes and what are the two effects. So on slide 8, the student is telling us that the causes are agriculture and dams. Then the student has one slide about agriculture, leading cause of deforestation, farmers need blah, 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 blah. What do you think about this slide? Manor, what do you think about this slide from your own opinion? Manor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What do you think, honey? Your opinion. There's no right or wrong. Just what do you think? Do you think it's good, bad?
Point. Yes, I think it's good. But like, I have a question. Like, if we're doing like the point, it's gonna be like on points in order or in paragraph or both are right.
No, never write a paragraph. The paragraph is in the essay. Your PowerPoint presentation should only include points. Okay?
Okay.
So you think that this is a good slide? Yani, imagine now if I am speaking and you have all of these sentences written in front of you. Are you going to listen to me or read the sentences?
I'm going to listen.
Really? Why? Why wouldn't you read? I would read, to be honest.
Well, listening is easier.
Okay, I agree with you, but this means that as a presenter, I will be reading for you, right?
Well,
I will just be reading. Type. Imagine if instead of this, I delete all of this and I write just farmers. So now you are forced to listen to me, right? Because you don't know what I am going to say about farmers. And now the slide looks less crowded, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So now I think that it was a good slide. However, it was too crowded because the presenter wrote too much text on the slide. And as an audience, I felt confused because I felt like I needed to read everything and I didn't need the presenter. I already have all the information written in front of me. So we must make the slides interest the reader, but still we have to ask them to listen to us, to what we have to say. Okay? Right, very good. Let's check the next slide. Okay? Dams. So generate hydroelectric energy, flood force that are upstream, blah, blah, blah. It's better, not too much text. It still can be less than that, but it's definitely better. And the visual aids are very good because it's very clearly a photo of a dam, and it expresses the idea clearly, okay? Okay, let's look at the next slide. Effects of deforestation. So the presenter spoke about the causes, and then each cause was discussed in a slide, and then the effects, which also should have come in the very beginning. It's very late in slide 11 to tell me what are the effects, but let's see how they handle it. Effects of deforestation: disturbs water cycle and carbon cycle, poor water quality. So the first effect is described here in a full sentences. The sentence is too long and the visual aids are very poor, right? It's just like figures that I don't understand. They don't add anything, they don't add any information. Here it's better, but still too much text. The sentences are very, very long. And then here we have an optional slide. If you are writing a cause and effect essay, you can suggest a solution or encourage people to help you solve the problem. And then you thank your audience. There's something very important missing in this PowerPoint presentation. Can someone tell me what is it? What should be the last slide?
The references.
Excellent. So very good. Thank you very much. Yes. So without the references, all of this is plagiarism. So although the student had very good ideas and we can see the effort and they have information from different places, but without the references, this is plagiarism. So they should have added a final slide including the references. So overall, it's not a bad PowerPoint presentation. There is effort, but there was a lot of factors missing. Okay, I'm going to show you now another PowerPoint presentation for the problem solution, and we are going to discuss it together. Just a minute. I'm just going to share it with you right now.
I have a question, Doctor.
Yes, sure.
In the presentation, so you said he put a lot of words in that. So we just need to put like the main ideas and then talk.
Exactly. I want to listen to you, Ya Omar. Yes. In the essay, okay, so you will be. Yes.
So I just put the main like the cause and just some main information. Then I'm gonna talk about it. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. So you write as few words as possible and depend on your own verbal explanation. It's a presentation. The writing will be done in the essay, but the presentation, I want to listen to you. I don't want to read slides. So the slides should include only the main points.
Okay.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so now we can see the second PowerPoint presentation, which is also not perfect. It has good points and weak points that we're going to discuss together. Type the first slide, solutions to manage stress for students, student name, student ID, group number submitted to. What do you think about this slide? Is it better than the previous one or not? Tell me what you think.
Yeah, it's better.
Better? Why? Why, Sharif?
It includes name, ID.
Very good. Perfect.
It's organized.
Very good. And it also includes a narrowed down topic. It's not only stress, it's stress for students, right?
Doctor,
yes,
is it acceptable to make a colored background?
It's not academic, but as long as the color is not red or pink or orange, it's fine. So, of course, it's better if you stick to neutral colors. And as I told you, these are examples that are not perfect. So, if you think here the blue is too much, right?
Yes.
I agree with you. It should have been gray maybe or something like that, definitely. So, it's not perfect. It's just an example of a student. So, It's better to avoid colors, but if you add colors and they are not too bright, it's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Very good. Type. Let's see the second slide. Objectives, thesis statement, definition of stress, solution 1, healthy diet, solution 2, exercise, solution 3, good sleep, conclusion. This slide is excellent because it very clearly tells me what is this presentation going to be about. As an audience now, I don't feel lost. I know that the presenter is going to speak about these points in this order. And the student here decided to include the thesis statement. And I think that this is a very good idea. It's not a must, but it's a good idea to make sure that the audience know all the main ideas in your presentation. Okay, so it's a must that you have your second slide of your presentation as a list, and it includes all the main ideas that you're going to speak about. So according to this agenda, the first slide is going to be the thesis statement. So here, the student copied the thesis statement from the essay. Again, it's not a must, it's optional, but it's okay, it's good. A varied and healthy diet, exercise, and good sleep are 3 effective solutions to manage stress for students. So the first idea is diet and then sleep, and then exercise and then sleep. But first we need background information. Type. I want you to take a minute to look at this slide and tell me what do you think, because it has very good points and very weak points. So I want you to tell me what you think, what is good and what is bad about this.
The presenter wrote much details about the definition.
So the sentence is too long?
Yes.
Right? It should be points.
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. What else?
But he put on labels. So this is a good point.
Sorry, he put only what?
Labels. He put labels.
What do you mean labels?
On the picture.
Ah, there is a photo. So you think that the visual effects is interesting?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. But do you feel like it's related to the topic?
Not much.
Right? It's strange because this slide
the definition is in general.
Exactly, and the photo is of how the human body is divided to, so it's not very related, right?
Yes.
Type something else, something very good about this slide that has a problem but it's good.
Citation.
Excellent. The student is including citation, which is excellent, but the student made a mistake while citing because they added the initial. So we should only include last name. So it should be according to William and Sheil, 2014. But this is a very good point that the student did. So although here the student has in-text citation and clear definition, but they did 2 mistakes. The first mistake is that the sentence is too long. I feel like I need to focus and read it, so I cannot listen to them. And they included very interesting visual aids, but it was irrelevant. It's not related to the topic or to the slide. Let's see the second slide, the next one. Is there a stress management diet? Who can evaluate this slide for me? Tell me what you think. Do you like it? You don't like it? What's good? What's bad about it? I want to listen to your opinion. Any ideas?
I feel like it's this slide is useless.
Useless? Why, ya Omar?
Because it makes me I don't understand why it's here. Like, and he didn't present any details, so I can understand what he's gonna talk about. He just presented a picture and a question.
But that's why you will have to listen to him. He didn't give you the details to force you to listen to him. So he's proposing a question. Is there a stress management diet? And while talking, he will answer this question. So I agree with you that it looks a little bit confusing, but I think that having no details is a strength point. It's not a weakness point. Do you understand my point of view?
Yes, but like there is a point between a lot of details and no details. That's like, I think it's extreme no details at all.
Okay, so here you prefer to have 1 or 2 points under the question, right?
Yes.
It might have been a good idea, but I think that we're also confused because the photo has nothing to do with what's written. So the question is asking about diet, and the photo is of a family on a laptop. So it doesn't make any sense. Right, let's see the next slide, the next solution, and see if it's better. Stress-busting foods, how they work. And the photo here, thank God, it's about food. So again, what's really good about this slide is that it's not crowded at all. It includes a question. So as an audience, I'm interested. I want to know what the presenter is going to say, how they are going to answer this question. So this is something very interesting. But as Omar said, some people prefer to have more details. But for me, I think that this is perfectly more than enough just to have the question so that I have the space to listen to you and I don't have to keep reading what is written on the slide. At the same time, they put an interesting, colorful picture that makes me want to keep looking at the slide. Let's see the next one. De-stress with exercise. So in the previous 2 slides, it was a question. And now suddenly it's a sentence. So you feel like there's no consistency, like there was a pattern and then the student broke the pattern. So this is a weakness point, but there is a photo of someone exercising, which is okay. Of course, it could be better, but it's fine. And then this slide, again, it's still talking about the same point, which is exercise and stress. So for the first solution, the student only gave me 1 slide. And for the second solution, 1 slide. But for the third solution, 2 slides. And maybe because the student thinks that this is the best solution. That's a possibility. But what do you think of this slide? How do you evaluate it? Anyone wants to share their opinion? Salah, what do you think about this slide?
It's like too much to be in one slide. Like I won't concentrate.
Very good. And can you read everything or it's too
No,
small?
like it's pixelated and like stretched, so I won't be able to read.
Very good. So how can we fix this? How do you think the student can improve this?
I guess he like can write the important stuff and put it down into points, or even choose 1 slide and have it in the slide.
Oh, okay, I agree with you very much. Very good point. So having both diagrams was a bad idea, and even each one of them has too much details and text that's written in a very small font. So you are forcing the audience not to listen to you. Instead, they want to read the slide. We don't want to do this. The slides are there to help me while speaking, but they should never be the main focus point. Let's see the next one, the relationship between good sleep and GPA. This diagram, it's low quality, but it's better because it's not too detailed and it doesn't make me focus so much on the slide. So it's better. However, of course, the quality is low. It can be a little bit better than that. Then the concluding slide, healthy diet, exercise, sleep, and then the student added another diagram offering more solutions than what they mentioned, which is not such a bad idea. It's okay. Most importantly, reference list. You have 3 sources. Of course, we need 6 sources. So although the student here included a reference list, which is good, but they are missing 3 sources. We need to have all the sources that you used in the reference list. So what do you think about this presentation? Do you think it was better than the previous one, or the previous one was better?
That was better.
It was better? Yes, I agree with you. It has some problems, but it is more organized, right? Okay, great. So as I said in the beginning of the session, since you already now have your outline for the essay, you have the ideas, you can start working on your PowerPoint presentations. I don't want you now to worry about how you are going to record your voice. It's very easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But before we focus on this, we want to focus on first creating our PowerPoint presentation, which is an expression of your essay. So all the ideas mentioned in your essay should be mentioned on your PowerPoint presentation in an interesting way, mainly depending on your spoken explanation rather than writing everything on a slide. I want to listen to you explain to me everything. Okay? So starting from next session, inshallah, what we are going to do is presentation practice. So those of you who would like to practice for the presentation, you can create any presentation about any topic, a short one, an easy one, no problem at all, and share with us your PowerPoint. You can send it to me by email, or you can share your screen, and then you are going to practice presenting so that I can give you feedback and comments. It's not graded, there are no grades, it's just for you to learn from your mistakes so that you can avoid these mistakes in your final. So starting from next time, what we're going to do is that we are going to practice for the presentation. If someone doesn't feel comfortable doing this with everyone, you can try to schedule a time with me and we can do it one-to-one. I don't mind, but I think it's better if we do it all together so that you can learn from each other's mistakes. Okay, so that's all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If there's anything confusing you, if there's any questions you want to ask me. Ahmed, do you have a question?
No,
okay.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Great, type. So as I told you, I already recorded this session and I will be uploading it on YouTube. Please check e-learning. I put all the links for our lectures on YouTube after we finish them. And as I said, you can start working on your presentations. The deadline for the essay until now is the 9th of May. I'm not sure if we're going to change anything or not, but if we changed anything, I will let you know. So while you are working on your essay, try to work on your PowerPoint so that you have it ready whenever it's time for you to present. And if you would like to present next time, please agree with me on email. I will send you an email anyways and wait for your replies just to get feedback, nothing more.
هو ايه اللي ناقص في ماي؟
Sorry, Sharif?
ايه اللي يوم 9؟
The final essay, the deadline for submitting the final essay on Turnitin.
نهار اسود. ماشي.
Sharif, the session is being recorded every time. You make me proud. Type. Okay, so I'm going to have to end this meeting now because of the 40 minutes. I will send you another link right now. Join only if you have questions. So it's going to be a questions and answers session. I have finished explaining. So I will send you a link now. If you have a question, please join the other meeting. Other than that, I will see you next time. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.